Hey, hello everybody. This is the video for March 23rd. Happy Monday to you. Hope you had a good weekend. We're going to be continuing this week with the chapter we were on. Remember, you need to be in the all science classes. You should already have that link. If not, it's right here to access everything in Google Classroom. If you have any questions or need help, remember the best way to probably contact me is email through School Loop. So just send me an email through there. I should respond usually the same day. So just send me an email with your question. Try to avoid posting on Google Classroom unless it's related directly to this assignment that you're supposed to be doing, or if you have questions for classmates. But remember, not personal conversations and things like that. It's going to take up a bunch of room here, and people won't be able to see the assignments or the posts that I make. So do that through your own messaging. Or you can use the Google Hangouts. We did a Google Hangout last week. It's up here. If you click on this section up here next to your, make sure you're signed in with your Montebello district account. You click up here in the Google Apps. And if you scroll down, we did something called Google Hangouts. And you would click on here. I got some of you from the different classes, as you see here. I was video conferencing with some students last week. Get signed into that. I'm going to probably do another one on Wednesday this week. I'll post like I did last time what time to be signed in for each class when we're going to do that. For now, I'm going to review the quiz from last week that I gave you. I know you were able to see your answers, but I wanted to go through the quiz, show you the answers. If you have questions on it, or if you want to redo it or something, that's fine. Also, it did say that a certain number of you did turn it in, but it wasn't allowing me to see your scores yet. I don't know if it's going to do that. I think you were able to see your own scores, but for now, I'm just going to give you all full credit for doing that. I'm going to try to fix it so I can see your actual scores. If not, I'm just going to put 15 points for all of you that did that quiz and turned it in. So let me go ahead and go over that quiz with you. And so I'm going to go over the answers. It should tell you your score up here. I wasn't able to see your score like I said, but you'll be getting full credit if you turned it in. So for the first one, true or false, a purebred parent can have two recessive alleles. That is a true statement. Remember, just like in the reading we talked about before you all left, you have the tall plant, short plant. If it's a purebred, it has two dominant for tall. If it's a purebred short, it has two recessive for short. Remember, that was the definition up here. The next one, an offspring from a purebred recessive mom and purebred dominant dad will always have which two alleles? It's this one here. Because remember, the mom is always going to give a recessive, and the dad will always be giving a dominant, leaving one recessive and one dominant for the offspring. This one was the drop-down menu where you had to pick which one it was. So one dominant, one recessive, that's heterozygous. And the next one was two dominant, that'd be homozygous, meaning they have two of the same type of alleles. Next one for dominant for red hair with the capital R, and lowercase r for recessive for pink hair. You were supposed to check the box. So two dominant R's would result in red hair. One dominant and one recessive would also have red hair. This is the only one that would have pink hair. Remember, the only way to get the recessive trait would be to get two lowercase or two recessive of the traits. The next one, true or false, if you flip heads 5 times in a row, you are more likely to flip tails the next time. That's false. You might remember what you flipped 5 times in a row, but the coin, remember, does not have memory of that. So the coin is just going to randomly land on heads or tails each time you flip the coin. It doesn't matter what happened last time. The next one, genetics, is the study of heredity. That was another one that was pretty much just a vocabulary word. If you look back in your book, genetics, the scientific study of heredity. It's just the definition for genetics. The next one, eye color, is an example of a trait. You may also have heard me say physical characteristic. It's also known as a trait. eye color, hair color, things like that are just different traits that you get from alleles that you have. The next one is the passing of genes from parent to offspring. That's going to be heredity. That's another vocabulary word that was in this section here. Heredity is the passing of physical characteristics from parent to offspring. Next one here, a capital letter represents a dominant allele, and a lowercase letter represents a recessive allele. Next one here, a number that represents the chance that an event will occur is known as, that one here is probability. That's another vocabulary word. And for this last quiz, you could have used your book while you were taking this quiz. I might not want you to on the next one or for the test that you're going to have on this chapter. So that was section 2 with probability, with the flipping the coin. The probability is the possibility that an event will occur. And the next one, if you get a dominant gene from the mom and a recessive gene from the dad, the offspring will have which trait? And that would be dominant. Remember, if there's a dominant gene showing up, the offspring will have that dominant trait. And the last one you have to fill in or circle in for these answers. Like the top left would have 2 uppercase or 2 dominants. So that's why this one is selected here. The top right, this section here, would have 1 dominant, 1 recessive. So I selected that one. Bottom left, this one here, 1 recessive, 1 dominant would be put in there. That's why it's also a hybrid or heterozygous. And then the one on the bottom right, this one here, 2 lowercase b's or 2 recessive alleles would result in the recessive trait. And there's nothing for you to turn in today. I just want you to today review that quiz, review sections 1 and 2, review how to make Punnett squares, go through this information. I did the reading on a video last week. You can see that video still on Google Classroom. It will still be posted, or if you have my YouTube, you can just view it on there. You did these questions as well. If there's something you didn't turn in, because I do need to submit report cards this week. If you have any concerns over your grade, just email me. Just check your grade on School Loop. Those will pretty much be your report card grades. But if you want to email me before Wednesday, when I'm probably going to submit them, email me if there's something you want to make up or anything you need to help improve your grade. Just let me know. I can give you work to do. And then starting tomorrow, we're going to start on section 3. So just prepare yourself for tomorrow. Make sure you're doing work for your other classes. If you need help, just let me know.